Hey everybody, are you guys ready for the very, very last chapter of Stargirl? Let's see. I have a challenge for you, but I'll tell you at the end of this chapter. Alright, More Than Stars. Since graduating, our class has had a reunion every 5 years, but I haven't gone. I stay in touch with Kevin. He never left Micah, has a family there now. Like me, he did not wind up in television, but he does make use of his gift of gab. He's an insurance salesman. Kevin says when the class gathers for reunions at the Micah Country Club, there is much talk of Stargirl and curiosity as to her whereabouts. He says the most common questions these days is, "Were you in on the bunny hop?" At the last reunion, several classmates, for a lark, lined up, hands to waist, and hopped around the putting green for a few minutes, but it wasn't the same. No one's quite sure what happened to Wayne Parr, except that he and Hillary broke up shortly after graduation. The last anyone heard, he spoke of joining the Coast Guard. The high school has a new club called the Sunflowers. To join, you have to sign an agreement promising to do one nice thing per day for someone other than myself. Today's Electron Marching Band is probably the only one in Arizona with a ukulele. On the basketball court, the Electrons have never come close to the success they enjoyed when I was a junior. But something from that season has resurfaced in recent years that baffles fans from other schools. At every game, when the opposing team scores its first basket, a small group of Electron fans jumps to his feet and cheers. Each time I visit Micah, I drive past her old house on Palo Verde. On the most recent visit, I saw a red-haired young man across the street fixing water skis on the roof of a yellow Volkswagen Beetle. It must have been Peter Sienkiewicz, and I wonder if he was as possessive of his yellow Beetle as he had been of the banana roadster. I wondered if he was old enough to love his scrapbook. As for me, I throw myself into my work and keep an eye peeled for silver lunch trucks. And I remember I sometimes walk in the rain without an umbrella. When I see change on the sidewalk, I leave it there, and if no one's looking, I drop a quarter. I feel guilty when I buy a card from Hallmark. I listen for mockingbirds. I read the newspapers. I read them from all over. I skip the front pages and the headlines and go to the back and look at the pages in the back. I read the community sections and the fillers. I see little acts of kindness happening from Maine to California. I read of a man in Kansas City who stands at a busy intersection every morning and waves at people driving to work. I read of a little girl in Oregon who sells lemonade in front of her house for 5 cents a cup and offers a free back scratch to every customer. When I read about things like these, I wonder, is she there? I wonder what she calls herself now. I wonder if she's ever lost her freckles. I wonder if I'll ever get another chance. I wonder, but I don't despair. Though I have no family of my own, I do not feel alone. I know I'm being watched. The echo of her laughter is the second sunrise I awaken to each day, and at night I feel it is more than stars looking down on me. Last month, one day before my birthday, I received a gift-wrapped package in the mail. It was a porcupine necktie. The end. Alright, so they have a club at Micah High School now that is called the Sunflower Club. It's all about doing one act of kindness every day. So my challenge to you is there's a short novel, or a novel called Pay It Forward. They also made a movie of it, and we've been talking about it in class from third quarter. That, what is there something that you can do to pay it forward or to give a random act of kindness to someone, either that you know or a complete stranger? What are some of those things you can do? So that's my challenge to you. Try and see if you can do 1 or 2 acts of kindness in the next week, and let's start the Pay It Forward movement all the way here from Kenai, Alaska. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.